What's going on, guys? This is Alex here with 814 EDC, and I am bringing you the last review that I have to do from the Lefty EDC loaners that Kevin sent me. So this one is the Arcane Designs Crawler. You guys will be glad to finally see me in a different outfit. I believe the first one I'm filming these on Tuesday, and I believe I'm going to try to get it uploaded on Tuesday. So you should see it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So if you're seeing this on Thursday, you won't have to see me in this outfit again. But you guys know that's how I do my videos. I just tend to try to do it on one day throughout the week, so I have videos to post. Just because I live a very busy lifestyle with working and trying to balance, extracurriculars, girlfriend, friends, social life, stuff like that. I know I sound like a broken record because I probably say that too many times, you guys, but I don't know, like explaining myself, I guess. But yeah, this is the Arcane Designs Crawler. As it starts to rain. I was hoping to get these videos done before it rained, but we'll just try and see to power through it. I'm under a porch, so I'm not going to get wet, but I'm hoping the audio is okay for you guys, but I'm going to try to get through this one. But yeah, I was pretty excited to get this one in. I had never really heard of Arcane Designs before Kevin started getting, I believe it was the Necronaut was the first one he got in, and then it was the Crawler. Or no, it was the Necronaut, then he got one in that was, I believe, a collaboration with Arcane Designs and something Obscene Company that I forget the name of, and then he got the Crawler in. The Crawler comes in this really nice pouch right here that has the Arcane logo. Still has Kevin's name on it from Blade Show. And it comes with this really nice foam cutout. I was really, very pleased with this packaging because it's kind of a hard, soft case, as they like to say. Just very, very nice. It also comes with a couple spare pivot collars to go on the pivots. And then also comes with the certificate of authenticity card, which I've shown in the unboxing, but I figure I'd show it again. So this is the model, or this is the Crawler. The handle is 6AL4V titanium, blade is M390 steel, and this is the satin and black edition. So I know Kevin, he got this at Blade Show, so he was really nice to send this out to me. And yeah, I've really enjoyed, just having this to fidget with. I haven't cut anything with it but paper just because the blade's too nice. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. As soon as I said it was starting to rain, a little mini thunderstorm rolled through, like the skies opened up and it rained super, super hard. So I just turned the camera off and I let it run through. I figured I'd edit this in together. So, but yeah, I think I said before the rain rudely interrupted me that I didn't cut anything with this besides, I think, a few pieces of tape and some paper. The knife is just a fantastic looking knife in my opinion, but the blade, it was too pretty to really cut much with. Look how beautiful that thing is. Has a nice compound grind. It's so thin behind the edge down here. It is M390. It's a Warncliffe blade, and that thing is just wicked looking. I would not want to get stabbed by this thing. I've said that before. Obviously I wouldn't want to get stabbed by any knife, but this thing is just a beast of a blade. That thing is so wicked looking. And that's probably my favorite part about this knife is the blade. It's just very beautiful looking, very crazy looking. Sticking with materials, the rest of the knife here is, I believe it said, I zipped it up, but it's some sort of titanium. I don't know the exact titanium, but it is blackened, which I like. Has these really nice gray pivot collars on there, which I think accent the knife very, very well. Has a pot clip that does not loop over style or deep carry, but it looks good on the knife. I think the aesthetic looks good. And it is a frame lock. It does have a frame lock insert, and there is no skeletonizing really going on. This is a pretty hefty blade, but not too hefty. It has that good amount of sort of weight to it, which I like. And another thing I noticed is at the top there, you guys can see it says Arcane Designs. If I can catch the light, you can kind of see it there, which I think is cool. Kind of a little Easter egg they like to do. But yeah, I believe that's all for materials. Next is action, and the action on this thing is really, really good. So it has a flipper tab, and it also has a hole for opening. So with the flipper, it comes right out. I like the flipper because it's nice and, you know, small, very compact in, you know, relative to where the scales are, because I really don't like when flippers are huge, like pocket peckers, as people like to say. And I think this works fine. You can light switch it, you can push button it, and it's pretty hard to fail. Like I'm trying hard, just very similar. There, I did get it, but it went like 90% of the way. So it's just hard to fail. The hole opening is awesome for thumb flicking. Very fun to play with. Very fun to just, you know, fidget with all the time. You can thumb flick it, which is okay. It kind of feels awkward because you have to get your thumb in there, you know, the right way to get it out. I much prefer the flipper tab or the middle finger flick, but it's very satisfying, very, very fun. And yeah, action is awesome. Closing action, I believe these are on bearings. I don't think Kevin has got into this yet that I know of. But action is very, very good. I mean, look at that. Drops to my finger, and it just slowly works its way down. With get a little bit of shake in there, but not much. This thing is so smooth. One thing about the blade that I didn't tell you guys is here is the Arcane logo, and there is the hand.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Well, apparently Siri thought I was talking to her, but there is the hand for the crawler logo. But yeah, action is, I don't know why I forgot to tell you guys about that earlier, but action's good. Just pretty phenomenal, to be honest with you. Closing is awesome. Just how smooth it rides down. Just very fun, very satisfying. Next is Ergos, and when I first saw this knife, I didn't think it would fit very good in my hand. I thought it was kind of funky looking with how it's very skinny through here and it gets fat back here and it gets skinny again. But man, this thing is comfortable in my hand. I can get all 4 fingers on there. There's no landing pad or anything to choke up on, so you're just kind of resting behind this restriction point. And I think that, excuse me, it's comfortable. You do have some pretty aggressive jimping up here, but it's very spaced out, and I think it's pretty comfortable. But I can get all 4 fingers on here easily with a little bit sticking out. And I've also found that if I don't want to choke or put my thumb the whole way up here on the jimping, there's a little bit of kind of like a thumb like divot area right here that I put my thumb in, and it's so comfortable. It surprised me how comfortable this knife was and how, you know, ergonomically sound it was, because I didn't think it would be. Just from looking at it and from seeing, you know, how kind of differently shaped these handle scales are, I didn't think that this would be, you know, a super comfortable knife to hold and to use and everything like that. And now, obviously, I've already said that I haven't hard used this knife at all. You know, I've barely used this knife, but I can only imagine that this would be, you know, if you're going to put this to use, it'd be very comfortable to do that in. So, ergos are awesome. Next is carry, and I've already stated that this does not have a loop over style deep carry clip. I wish it did. I wish it carried a little bit more into the pocket, especially this one, because this is a very pointy knife, and I would like for that to sit down in the pocket a little bit more, you know, be pretty much sitting flush with the top of my pocket. But the pot clip, I think, does look good. I think it fits the way the knife looks very well. You know, it sits okay. The tension's good. It goes in and out of pocket well. I just, like I said, I don't love how pointy this is. That's the part is that sticks up out of my pocket. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I've already said that it has a good weight to it, so I can definitely, you know, I can feel it's there, but it's not like horrible in the sense where it's like weighing down your pockets and it's like, you know, a pain to carry or anything like that. It's comfortable, and it's, you know, the flipper tab, like I said, is very small. It's very flush to the scales, so it's not going to be sticking out of your pocket and grabbing onto things like some other flipper tabs on other knives have a tendency to do. So that's nice. The aluminum's all well, or the titaniums, excuse me, all well rounded off. There's no, hot or, sharp edges or anything like that. So carry's pretty good. I think it could be, carry's good, but it could be great if it had a deep carry clip on it. But I can't, that's just me being picky. So now that brings me to my final category, which is price point and what I recommend this knife. Price point on this goes for, I believe, $4 to $4.25. I forget what Kevin said he spent on this. I tried looking on the site today and they are all sold out, but I will leave a link to this knife on Arcane's website down below in the description if you're interested in learning more about them. But as I said, I think that they are all sold out, so they're not for sale anymore. But I believe Kevin said he spent like close to $4.25 on this. And then he spent a little bit more for different pivot collars. So he was in about $4.50, I believe. But $4.25 for this. Now, to me, being a college student, is quite a bit of money on a knife. I recently bought the Microtech UTX85 in distressed pattern. If you guys happen to see that video, just a couple videos back, I bought it 2 weeks ago on vacation. And I spent, on the knife itself, it was $250, but Tennessee sales tax sort of screwed me over. It was like $27 in sales tax, but $250 I spent on the knife. A week before that, I spent $247, so $250 on the Microtech LUDT. Now, I did sell knives in order to get funds to buy those knives, so it's not like I'm spending all that out of pocket, but as of now, those are the two most expensive knives that I have bought. I have not spent more than $250 on a knife up until this point. And I'm slowly, getting to that point where I'm spending more on knives. The most expensive that I think that I'll buy this year as of right now, I said that weird, that I'll buy this year as of right now is Jake Bearded Gear. His company, Luff Concepts, they're dropping the Avant. I don't know when, but it's coming before the end of the year, I'm hoping. But I'm really excited about that, and he said that should be between $250 and $300. So that should be the most expensive knife I spend money on. But I tend not to go really, $2 to $250 is kind of my limit as of right now that I'm limiting myself to spending money on, besides the Avant. But so $425 for me at least is a little bit out of my price range. I do think it's worth it. I think it's a great knife with great materials, great action. It's a very unique looking knife, so I do think it's very, the price tag is very well deserved for a lot of other people. And if I had $425, of liquefiable money that I could spend right away on a knife, I would definitely consider this because I think it's a cool knife. The ergos are awesome. The blade is just wicked looking. This thing would be a mean box opener. I don't have the funds for it right now, so me personally, it's not worth it right now. But I do think it's worth it. I think, any higher, maybe not. But I do think $4 to $425 is kind of in that sweet spot for this knife. And it's a good knife, guys. I've really enjoyed, I flick this knife a ton. I keep all my knives in, my personal knives I keep in my case on top of my dresser. And then I usually keep my loaners right beside it. So anytime I walk in and out of my room and I walk by my dresser, 9 times out of 10 I'll stop and I'll flick open a knife for a few times just to fidget with it, and then I will go back to whatever I was doing. And I found myself doing that a lot with this knife, or sitting on the couch flicking, fidgeting with stuff. I do that a lot when my parents aren't getting annoyed with me, or my girlfriend's not getting annoyed with me. And a lot of the times that was this, just because it was kind of polarizing. It's fun to play with. It's a loaner, so I want to get my use and I want to get my time out of it and everything like that. So yeah, I really enjoyed having this knife in. I'm glad Kevin, was one of the ones Kevin said was available for me to check out. So, and speaking of Kevin, thank you so much, Kev. As always, I really appreciate you sending me knives and just being a buddy. being one of my best buddies in the knife community. You're a gem. You're a great dude. Love you, dude. And I can't say enough good things about Kev. So he's actually sending me 2 OTFs to check out. Probably once I get these in the mail back to him, he'll probably send them to me or something like that. But he's sending me a Guardian Tactical Recon 035, I think. That is his knife. It is an OTF with a Tanto blade. Just because so I sent in our Black Widow Pass Iron group about, you know, I've been on a Microtech kick and I wanted to see if any people had Microtechs to check out. And Kev's like, oh, I'll send you my Guardian Tactical to, you know, check out because he thinks it's so much better than Microtech. So I'm excited to check that out. And then he had it's a Microtech, but it's a more specialized and like rare version of a Microtech. It's like the Cypher Katana or something like that. That is Kyle Red Wolf EDC's knife. So he's gonna send me both of those to check out. So I'm really excited about that. But so yeah, guys, that's all I have to say about this. This was the last video of the Left EDC loaner knives that I had to do. So you will no longer be seeing me in this outfit and me looking like a sweaty mess because I worked today. See, I'm sure you're all happy about that. But yeah, I will leave a link to Kevin's Instagram page and his YouTube channel down below. Please go check him out and go tell him I sent you if you haven't already, which I'm sure you have because Kevin's been growing super, super fast since he started his channel, and I couldn't be happier for him. He puts a lot of content out for us and a lot of good live shows that unfortunately I haven't been able to catch as much lately just because I've been very busy with vacation and doing family stuff like that. But summer slowly, it's kind of the halfway point and it's slowly on the downtrend soon. And as soon as I get back to school, I have a lot more free time and I'm going to be very happy to catch every one of Kevin's live shows because like I just said, he's a gem, he's a great guy, and go check his stuff out if you haven't already. And I will leave a link to the Arcane website down below if you want more information on the crawler. They are sold out on there as of right now, I believe, so you can't buy one, but you can get more information and stuff like that on there. So thank you guys as always for stopping back in and for checking out the channel and for watching my videos. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.